Hi Daily Friends, Chris once again. Welcome back to a video that I wasn't planning on doing until the idea came in my head. But this is for those of you who cope with certain things. Now, I've been coping with different things lately, mainly because there's been a lot of stuff going on. So my brother, who isn't doing too well, he has diabetes and he's been very, very sick, and he can't even, he's been in the hospital 3 times in a week last week, and he's been doing very bad. They might have to do, he might, I'm not sure, he might not be that healthy right now, and he's been very weak lately, and my mom, and nobody will let us go see him, so it's been very hard. So there's that. Plus, one of my friends, her brother got shot and killed in a shooting. And plus, my brother's dad, Leo, is not doing. Hasn't been the nicest to me. Um, he has been very rude to everybody, and my uncle has been kind of hard on me and been very aggressive with me sometimes. But there are things that I've been doing to cope with it. One thing is my plushies. Obviously, I got Megan and Megan 2.0 here. But another thing that I've coped with ever since I was a kid is imaginary friends. Now, I know people are going to find this weird or strange, but the thing is, whatever I'm going through and whatever I do to cope with it, and if it's not hurting anybody, then I can cope however I want. But my autism and Asperger's are the one thing that I think that's making me act this way. But guys, it's not. If you cope with stuffed animals or anything, imaginary friends, anything, remember that you are not crazy. You are human. We all go through things. We all go through certain things in our lives, and just because you might cope with stuffed animals or imaginary friends doesn't make you immature. It doesn't make you a weirdo. It just makes you human, especially if you're like me and are going through some things. Now, my two imaginary friends that I have right now are Ginger and Hannah. Ginger is not here right now, but Hannah is in the living room. Is in the living room right now. Um, finding something to eat. But yeah, I don't find this weird, and nobody should either, because you don't know what I'm going through. If you find this weird, I'm like, okay. But like I said, if you, just because of cope with these type of things, we're not going to get down on ourselves. I don't care what anybody knows, what anybody thinks I'm doing. And the fact that they're both women also contributes, because most of the men in my life that I've lived with has been very mean and rude and very hateful to me. I'm not I'm not I'm not, you know, that kind of person, if you know what I mean. But it's just the females in my life have been more supportive and been more nicer to me than the male people have, because people have been told to man up or toughen up. People said that to me, and that really, really makes me want to punch them in the face. It's not literally, but people tell me to toughen up or man up. Just really something that really triggers me, and something that I don't like hearing. And I should be able to hear that, because I'm autistic, and I don't have to man up if I don't want to. We all cry. Guys cry, men cry. And just because I have stuffed animals and imaginary friends doesn't mean I have to man up if I don't want to. And nobody should. But yeah, especially the main things I want to talk about, you guys. Please let me know in the comments what you're going through, if you cope with the same thing. Um, But please know that whatever you cope with, whatever you deal with, don't let people bring you down or get down yourselves, please. Whatever you cope with is what you cope with, and that's just fine. It's like I said, because I cope with stuffed animals and imaginary friends and dolls. It just makes me. It's just it's just part of my quirk of my autism and the way I cope with things. We all cope with different things. Doesn't mean you have to be a dickhole to somebody and be so fucking mean to somebody. And if I apologize, my brother is in the other room, his room down the hall, and he is chanting because he's watching the game. So I apologize for his interruptions. I hope you guys don't mind. He's just let him live his life, He copes with his games. I cope with my dolls and horror movies and imaginary friends. We all cope with different things. But thank y'all so much for supporting me in the comments. I love y'all so much. So does Megan and Megan 2.0 and all my other plushies. Everybody and all my friends. Thank y'all so much. I'm gonna get out of here. This is gonna be the last video I upload for today because I'm very hungry. I want to eat, lay down and watch horror movies and be lazy and clean my room. So until tomorrow, yes, I might or might not upload any videos tomorrow, but we'll have to wait and see. Don't forget I have a plushie coming in the mail, so that should be here soon as well. And that video will be out soon I'll post a video as soon as I can. So with that being said, guys, thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Peace out. Take care of each other. Love you all so much, and I'll see you all tomorrow or maybe Saturday. We'll see what happens. But yeah, peace out, guys. Love you guys. Bye.